And that's for the piggies in every US city thinking a seat in the back row is Porsche because of European history. They miss seeing the monocle though, so I be in the front row on days I am making dough. All alone, in the zone, on the phone, until the trailers go off the screen, along with all those production companies that never did a thing.
In the Gray is Guy Ritchie's attempt at lobbying to too many special interest groups to focus on making a good action movie. You'd think he was gearing up to run for office instead of put up numbers at the box office. Ritchie gives audiences the arrogant Isa Gonzalez at her brattiest, while she mans classic Guy Ritchie heist plans with a group of burly guys backing her, who just happen to all be homosexual, like a group of eunuchs under hive mind control from their queen bee. Of course, Jake Brokeback Mountain Gyllenhaal takes the lead in all of this, with Henry Cavill portraying his husband. Their back and forth LGBTQ innuendos providing a break from Gonzalez's attitude, and the mind-numbing plot expositions over the cliche pulse-pounding soundtrack found in most of Ritchie's films. It is bold for Ritchie to have a female-led feature, but his girl power narrative hits a snag late into the film when Gonzalez has to revert to being a damsel in distress for a good 20 minutes, which could have easily been shaved off. But Ritchie uses this instance as an excuse to let the guns go off and blow shit up, colors used in all Guy Ritchie pictures. Though In the Gray was better with the few shootout scenes carried out with silencers than the deconstruction which carried into the film's falling action. Despite all the bravado and all the female dom energy Gonzalez brought to the screen, Ritchie couldn't allow her to get past those pesky action film tropes. She still needed to be saved by a group of men, sexual preferences notwithstanding. The token black guy still had to needlessly sacrifice himself for a group of people from other ethnic groups. And the big gray area referred to in the title was just that this film was just another Guy Ritchie joint where a group of domestic capitalists, still from foreign capitalists, with none of the charm of any moral charity found in Ritchie's King Arthur or more critically acclaimed Statham-led features. What really would have been bold is if Ritchie would have cut the cast down and pit Gonzalez as the lone woman to take down the film's capitalist kingpin instead of nerfing her as a woman in the chair. She has the chops to be in league with a Maggie Q, Nikita, or Alexandra Staten, Modesty Blase, but In the Gray cut Gonzalez off at the knees. I find Guy Ritchie's pursuit to make In the Gray cowardly, since instead of pulling the trigger to completely put Gonzalez in the lead as the femme fatale she is destined to be, Ritchie taps into the LGBTQ community to have the group appear as dominant leads balanced with the feminist in a masculine action flick. With the weight of trying to please too many audiences at once, In the Gray collapses on itself, instead of being the catapult that could have helped to propel Gonzalez into the top billing position of a big-budget action film where she is destined to be.
And that's for the piggies in every US city thinking a seat in the back row is Porsche because of European history. They miss seeing the monocle though, so I be in the front row on days I am making dough. All alone, in the zone, on the phone, until the trailers go off the screen, along with all those production companies that never did a thing for me.